Hey guys, so first off, I want to say that you guys need to have a paper copy of this because it is a foldable, it's a hands-on thing, you have to have a paper copy. If you can't print, you need to find a way to either come to the school or have somebody else come to the school or bring you a copy, find a printer to be able to use at the library or something. You need to have a paper copy. I will have paper copies of this downstairs. If you go in through the first set of double doors in the front door at the school, not through the second ones yet. You don't turn to go to the main office yet. Right to the front left over there, before you get to the main office, is a trophy case. There will be blank copies of this on that trophy case for you to be able to use. Okay? So, this side, you don't have to write anything on. You're good. This side, go ahead and get ready to write on it before you fold it, is my suggestion. That's what I'm going to do. So, first off, we can see these angles are corresponding angles, okay? So these are angles that are on the same side of the transversal, okay? And in the same position. We've already talked about that. However, these lines, as you can see, are parallel, okay? So draw the little angles to show it if you want. I did not, but these are parallel lines, okay? The thing is, if you have a transversal intersecting through parallel lines, there's different characteristics that these angles have, okay? So anytime you have complementary angles and you're looking at a transversal intersecting parallel lines, these angles are congruent. So they're the same. They're equal angles, okay? Anytime you have corresponding angles, you can say that they're the same angle because they're congruent, as long as you have the lines that are being intersected to create these corresponding angles are parallel to one another. Okay, so these ones, you can see they're on opposite sides of this transversal here. There are ones on the left, ones on the right, and they are on the interior of these two lines, the parallel lines. Okay, so again, these two are parallel lines, so they are alternate interior. Okay, so they are interior angles. They're non-adjacent, so they don't actually share a side the way that they would if they were adjacent. And they are on opposite sides of the transversal. And since these two lines that are being intersected by the transversal are parallel, these also are congruent. So anytime two parallel lines are intersected by a line and you have interior or alternate interior angles, then they're going to be congruent angles. Now, bottom left corner, these are exterior angles. You can see they're on the outside of these parallel lines, okay? And they are on opposite sides of the transversal. You see one's on the left over here, one's on the right. If you want to call it that, if you want to call it top and bottom, that's fine. They're on opposite sides either way. And since these lines that are being intersected are parallel, and we have these alternate exterior angles, these angles are congruent. So anytime you have two parallel lines being intersected by a transversal and you have alternate exterior angles, they're going to be congruent. If you look at the top right, again, it reminds you that these angles are only congruent or supplementary if the lines intersected are being parallel. Otherwise, you cannot say that this is the case. Okay? But if they are like that, and we have that these are interior angles, you can see they're on the inside of these two lines here. And you can see that they are on the same side of the transversal. So these are going to be same side interior angles, okay? These are supplementary angles, as long as the lines being intersected are parallel, and they are in this case. And supplementary, I'm going to remind you, means they are going to add to 180 degrees. So whatever this angle is, whatever this angle is going to add to give you 180. And then lastly, if we look at some same side exterior angles, we can say they are exterior angles that are on the same side of the transversal. See, they're both on the left side over here of the transversal, or underneath it if you want to look at it that way. But they're on the outside of the two lines that are being intersected, And again, since these are parallel, we have that these ones are supplementary. So anytime you have two parallel lines intersected by another line, the transversal line, and you have these same side exterior angles, they're going to be supplementary. They're going to add to 180 degrees. So fill this up, fill this out, and then you can see me in a second seeing how to actually fold it and cut it. So now that you have your foldable filled out on the inside, we're going to take it and we're going to fold it on these dotted lines. So we're going to fold this toward the inside and this toward the inside so they meet at the center like that. So I'm going to do that and then show you what it looks like. Make sure you can see all the words on the outside when you fold it. That's the main thing you want to make sure you're paying attention to. Make sure you crease the side good so it won't come unfolded while you're trying to use the foldable. And you just fold both sides in toward the center like this. Okay, so you have it so you can fold it outward, see, like that. Now you're going to take a pair of scissors and you're going to take the pair of scissors and you're going to cut on this line, but only to the fold. So you're going to take it and you're going to cut it from the opening here and on to the fold, but you're not going to cut from there. So you can open up each flap like that. So you're going to take it and you're going to cut it like that all the way to the fold, and then you're going to stop so that you have 3 little flaps on either side. So I'm going to go into the other side and you're going to do all of the lines so that you have 6 little flaps when you're done. Okay, so once you're done folding it and cutting it, you'll have 6 little flaps where you can look at it and say, okay, I've got 2 angles on this place where you have 2 parallel lines cut by transversal, and I think that they are same side interior angles. You can open that one, read and see if it fits this description, look and see if it kind of looks like this picture. You know, it could be flipped on the other side or something like that, but see if it fits the description, and if it is, then you can say, okay, these are same side interior angles, and each of them tell you whether they are congruent or supplementary. So you can also use that to say these 2 angles are congruent because they are alternate interior angles, or you can say these 2 angles would add to 180 because they're supplementary because they are same side exterior angles because they match this. Okay, so you would use it like that, and you would just go through each of them if you're not sure and see which one matches the angles you're looking at. So we're going to be using this a lot for the next couple things. You're actually going to have a worksheet. I think your worksheet has some of these problems, and you're going to have multiple worksheets with these kind of questions on them next week. So let me know if you have any issues. I know that you have a foldable in the packet. If you got the packet of the paper like worksheets for this week, that one is not the right one. I set these next to it as well. If you're in person, then you heard me talk about it. And if you're virtual and you came in to get a packet, make sure you grab this as well. Okay, make sure you grab this. Just put away the other foldable until we use it later in the year. We'll use it eventually. I just had saved it as the wrong file and even wrote on the back the wrong name of it. So make sure you're using this one and fill it out. And let me know if you guys have any questions about it. Have a good day.